for fun in the Midwest on the weekends? This is not, in fact, a cry for help. Reading ketchup? I feel amazing. Unpopular opinion.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's old.
Most difficult part of Christmas decorating in my house, putting my villages up here, but it's also the most important part, so it's a non-negotiable, but we do have to get a ladder.
From house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Lay there with me under the mistletoe while Santa's busy.
Welcome to my boyfriend's car. He took my car for the weekend because it gets better gas mileage and he's going out of town. I'm whipping in his. We are going to my sister's and then maybe my parents. This is very typical of me. Whenever I go to like my siblings or my parents, I usually bring like a full meal. So we have like a gluten-free pizza, some Brazilian bread. I'm paranoid that there's not going to be food and I'm gonna get hungry and it's just not, I can't do that. So I usually come with like a full meal in tow. So if you're not from the Midwest, you may be like, what do you do for fun? She's stuck? You can just leave her. People may wonder, what do you do for fun in the Midwest on the weekends? Not even kidding, we go to Menards. We go to the Menards, we make it a full family outing. We got mom. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. Yeah, this was upon request by my nephew. He wanted to go to Menards, so that is where we are at.
Bought a candy cane for Luca, thinking he'd put out in the yard a big one. Instead, he was hooking people around the neck.
Around the neck?
And then he's gone. People. Put it away.
Okay, bring it over to him. I want to see him do it. I want to enable it.
Uh-oh, oh no. Oh no.
Okay, we have a sawmill. What if we had got a Menards?
Ann said, like a bowling alley over there, and she says, I'm about 1 election away from.
Like people find really unhealthy coping mechanisms. Mine is just building like life-size dioramas.
Let's go here.
Just hook her leg.
Look at a car wash.
Tacky.
No,
Like how the tacky means.
yeah, because they have personality, unlike you.
Spicy.
Cedar.
Style over there. A bunch of Dems over there.
This is not, in fact, a cry for help, but I could easily like stay in bed all day. I would enjoy it, but we're up. I was just reading in bed and my neighbor was on a walk and we made dead eye contact. It's not exactly like 6 a.m. right now. I have the day off. I read on my days off. It's noon, okay? So my neighbor saw me reading in bed at noon. It did inspire me to move positions. And now I'm reading on the couch. Sue me. Shall we do a little reading catch up? These are the books that I recently just picked up from the library or I'm currently reading, and we're gonna talk about them. So the ones I'm actively reading right now, I actually finished this one this morning. This is Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died. What I will say about this, trigger warning times 10. If you have any sort of bad relationship with food or have struggled with any sort of eating disorder or body dysmorphia, I really can handle my own in terms of like graphic and gross things. I was even reading it in Spanish and I'm like, I had to set it down and walk away because it was a lot. Obviously, she experienced and lived that, But just an FYI to be in the right headspace prior to reading this. I really enjoyed it. I love hearing kind of the behind the scenes of what being a child star is. I bet writing this was very cathartic for her. I currently am reading Stacey Abrams' Our Time Is Now. This book is on voter suppression and how it's still so prevalent today. How my approach to dealing and coping with the results of this election opposed to the results of 2016 are, I'm being more proactive now. Like, I'm not just gonna sit on the sidelines and be sad and mope. No, I'm ready to armor up, learn how we got to this place so I can know how to fix it. Obviously, I'm not this like white savior who's gonna come in and fix everything, but I do think knowledge is power and I need to know more. I'm trying to study up because we've got issues in this country and I wanna help be part of the solution and not just like be on the sidelines being like, boo-hoo, white woman tears. Like, I'm just not doing that this time around. It's just not gonna happen. I love Stacey Abrams. She's so, hearing her point of view on the results of the Georgia governor race when she ran against Kemp actually infuriates me. At the time, I knew it was messed up, but even more so, like, learning the facts and the context in which it took place actually makes me sick. Recommend this. One of my goals this month is to read a classic book. I'm reading Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. It's my first book of hers. I literally just started this. I'm on like page 7. Fun fact, Jane Austen wrote Sense and Sensibility, Emma, and Pride and Prejudice, I'm pretty sure all in the same year. Also just started Slow Productivity by Cal Newport. He's one of those self-help authors that you see everywhere. He wrote Deep Work, and I know a few others, but this is my first of his. Honestly, I'm about halfway through. There's nothing groundbreaking in here. I'm trying to take more notes when I read. In case you don't want to read, but you're like, I'm intrigued. These are the things that he calls out. Limit missions, limit your projects, limit your daily goals, synchronize, make others work more for you, avoid task engines. So that's like those super quick fixes opposed to working on more long strategic projects, and then spend money. So whether that's spending money on outsourcing or whatnot. Going back to me wanting to arm myself with more knowledge of the US, I'm reading Black AF History, the Unwhitewashed Story of America. I just saw it at the library and was like, perfect. I think they are targeting to me. And then Beyond Getting By, again, I got this one at the library too. It's kind of about like intentional living, fun, tangible advice on how to live with money, not for money. I eat these kind of books up. And it's much more interactive, like it's kind of journal prompty. Obviously I got this from the library, so I can't write in it, but I'll have my journal next to me. And then finally, I have Mediocre, The Dangerous Legacy of White Male America by Ijeoma Oluo. I've read her book, So You Want to Talk About Race, honestly like 2 or 3 times. And she's an author for me that like her messaging really gets through. She does not beat around the bush. She does not try to like say things nicely. And I don't think you should on these type of topics. Oh, I just opened up to a chapter. It's called Go Effing Play. It's talking about Kaepernick. Okay, sweet. This is her new book, but I found it at Goodwill, so I'm very excited. This is what's being ingested into my brain. It's my book recap for the day. Annual ornament pick out of the year. What do we have?
We're gonna shout out Wordle. It's not exactly Wordle, but
Peripheral.
symbolizes.
Bun in the oven for pregnant again. And then we got a passport moment for the Thompson household. Hobby Lobby prices things up so they can be like 50% off. Okay. But then the 50% off price is literally like 10 times what it's actually worth. Lucius, you come home from work and this is hung up in your house. What do you do?
I won't be surprised by anything at this point.
Wow, Hobby Lobby moved real fast on the new American rhetoric. Perfect. so proud of myself because last night I booked a morning yoga class. I like to just hang in my pajamas honestly all day on Sundays, so this is getting me moving.
When you're up at 2 in the morning, but you don't wanna talk, you don't wanna bother. Yeah, so I took another shot, let my brain do the walk.
That was the hardest yoga class of my entire life, and I feel amazing. Unpopular opinion, if you don't kiss your cat, that's neglect. Not even trying to be facetious or anything. I need anyone to tell me a better feeling than the post-workout, post-shower, rot on the couch the rest of the day type of feeling. I am 26 years old. I don't think I've found a better feeling. If you need me, I'll be on the couch for the next 6 to 7 hours. See, the difference between being a 1L law student and a 3L law student is Sundays used to be dedicated to me literally paying rent in coffee shops. I'd get there at like 10 a.m. and be there till 4. And now my Sundays are like, oh, I guess I'll do my work on the couch. It's kind of like senioritis, but the stakes are much higher, so I really probably should be at a coffee shop, but hey, I got coffee here. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to do readings for negotiation, this pupper here, and then I have to write 1 paper, a few other assignments. So not too bad. Billy, your friend's here. Billy, don't be rude. I raised her to be better than this. Okay, I just finished my book, so it's time to pick out a new one. I think we're gonna go with mediocre. En route to my parents' house for Sunday dinner, but my sister and I are gonna go to Lululemon first. I have been wanting to treat myself to a pair of their yoga pants, and last time I tried, my card got declined, so that was humbling. Basically, my credit card was like physically broken, and they couldn't manually type in the numbers, so I couldn't buy my pants. So we're going back. Here there was a cop.
Well, we're not going to do the cool.
Why?
We can take your car upside down.
What do you mean you have to
and
flip it? Why can't you just pour it in?
Because you have to empty out the old stuff.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, I can pull it up. That doesn't even look that dirty.
Well, they said it's filthy.
It's not. That's perfectly good shit.
Let's just change it.
Okay, find the square one.
And they wanted to charge me how much for that?
Probably 40 bucks.
Are you kidding me? Now where's this one?
And this didn't. This was fine. You could probably even keep this.
They lied.
Yeah, of course they did. That's called making money.
Okay, so we just changed both the interior cabin and the external cabin air filter. Took 5 minutes total. Let's see how much they were trying to charge me. Okay, well, it doesn't show, but I'm pretty sure they were gonna charge me like at least $100. I am so sick of these dealerships being predatory and taking advantage of people. That is price gouging. It's sick. It's really sick. Candles are lit. About to crack a cold one, aka a spindrift. And now I'm going to bed. And it's 7:30, aka me going to read in my bed for the next 2.5 hours. So do not disturb. On.